Do this one last video today before I go feast, and my belly away at a camera lens. But this is a follow-up to my previous video here. I wanted to go a little bit more in depth because I left a couple things out in the last video. But getting back to these collectibles here, you know, Hot Wheels Matchbox cars. When you go to the store, they probably got the same thing on there, ages 4 and up. Probably, like I says, FTC, I don't think they're going to do studies on ages that are in boxes of what we do, like model kits or die-cast collectibles, you know, Hot Wheel box, things like that. I think they're just going to look at the video, just think in their head, well, you know what, those little those toy cars, those are meant for kids, not really adults. Even there's adults that collect them. But I don't think they're going to go in depth like that. But give you one quick thing, too, even though it doesn't have nothing to do with the FTC and Coppa. When I buy these stores from the Lionel website, and this is adult collectible, this is ages 4 and up. When I place an order, I can order on either one of these cars. They don't ask me my age. Most places, when you buy, if it's meant for adults, you know, a certain age and over, you know, they usually, you know, like alcohol. I mean, they usually card you. I mean, I had an experience a couple months back. I needed a can of primer. Went to Walmart. I grabbed a couple items. I grabbed a can of primer. I went to one of the self-checkout lines, and when I scanned a can of spray primer, the gal came up. It wouldn't scan it until she had to type in a button. She had to ask me how old I was. So, you know, in a way, maybe it wasn't meant for model kits, maybe, but in a way, okay, in order to buy a can of spray paint, most places you got to be over a certain age. So that can put the model kit category adults, because it's in spray paint, which a lot of stores don't sell if you're underage. What is underage? On this box here, this is a Bandai model kit box. Warning, small parts, not for children under 3 years. Okay, so that could put as an adult collectible. But at the same time, over here, plastic model kit, ages 15 and up. What is considered children? What is considered meant for children? The way I look at it, I consider, okay, I grew up in Chicago. I was born in '59, but when I turned 18, shortly after I turned 18, 19 years old, they lowered the drinking age for beer and wine to 18. Okay, I consider 8 years you're an adult. You can go to fight for our country, carry a gun, kill people, and stuff like that. You're an adult. I look at even 16. You're a young adult. You're able to get your driver's license, your driving permit, stuff like. Okay, I look at that. It's still a kid, but at the same time, you're a young. Where do you draw the line between that for children and for? You know, my next door neighbor, he's getting close to 16 years old. He cuts for me. I still consider him a kid, but he's going to be starting to do his ed and stuff this year. So, you know, like I says, where do you draw the line? The FTC is not going to stuff like that either. And there's a lot of guys out there, they're already talking, going to other video sharing platforms and stuff. They're doing the same thing there. I've read it. They're doing the same, all video sharing platforms, and not just YouTube. But it's like that, you know, like I say, okay, they got ages printed right on the box, but the FTC, I don't think they're going to look at that. Okay, this model kit here, ages 15 and small parts, not meant for children under 3, but if you're over 3, you can still consider this okay for a 4-year-old. Consider this a 4-year-old thing, but you could go by what they got printed on the boxes, not under 3 years old. So this is the blockade runner kit here. You know, if the child was 4, you could give it to him and that'd be okay. So, you know, how do you draw the line? How do you draw the line? It's like that. You know, if you mark your channel as meant for kids, you're not going to have the comment section. People won't be able to search for your videos. You won't be able to share videos. There won't be, it won't pop up like when you have a screen looking for videos, what interests you. It won't come up on recommendation videos and stuff like they do when you watch somebody's video alongside they got all amended and stuff like that. It won't show up on there no more. So basically, it's your channel is going to be where you could see the videos, and that's pretty much it. No more interaction. If you leave it as not meant for children. You're still going to have all that, those differences. But if the FTC thinks it's meant for children, then you can get fined because you're in the wrong category. I think they need to broaden their categories, and they have two categories: not meant for children, meant for children. I think they make it more, you know, age groups. Like I was saying, if you're 18 years old, you know, you're old. If you're 16, I consider that a young adult. You're not a kid, you're not an adult, but you're a young adult. They need to make more categories, more specific. Widen their categories. They, you know, like for what we do, you know, this isn't just meant for modelers and die-cast and Hot Wheels collectors. This is meant for anybody that uses YouTube. But, you know, I'm talking to guys like, you know, in my community, but you know, maybe they need to make a category. Okay, kits, you know, Hot Wheel collectibles. You know, they need to broaden their scope. Just make two categories. And whichever one you do, you're probably going to be wrong and going to be looking at a fine. Hopefully, if you do something wrong and they say they're going to fine, like most other things, they give you so many days to either take the video down, you know, to comply with things. Otherwise, you're going to get the fine. Hopefully, it's not going to be just, oh, we find that video here. Here's your slip. You got to pay this by a certain date. Hopefully, a chance to, you know, go get into compliance and stuff like that. But what's going right now is pretty ridiculous. You know, I mean, I feel building models, I started building them when I was 12 years old and stuff. I was a kid. Models, I'm an adult. I feel the model building community isn't just for adults, and it isn't just for kids. It's for a wide range of ages. From kids to adults, retired guys, you know, women, everything. You know, it's a wide-ranging hobby and stuff. You know, not sure you don't see kids in the store, but you think the FTC is going to go in the store and see if any kids are model kits? No, they're not going to base it on that. So, I mean, there are things to think about and stuff. And you know, I'm like really up in the air. But one thing I will tell you, got YouTube or not, if they crack down. I'll still be model kits. I always have before there was internet and YouTube and all that stuff, and I'll continue to do so even if there isn't. And like I mentioned in another video, my dad told us years ago, when internet and YouTube and all this stuff was first starting to get popular, you know, I'm going back 10, 12 years or so, he says, you know, someday the internet, CD and all that is going to ruin the world. And I can see that happening now, and it will. There's better things for our government to crack down on, and if anybody from our government or the FTC sees it, hey, why don't you put a stop to all these innocent kids getting shot and killed in school like that? Most of them haven't even gotten a chance to grow up and find out what life is all about. That's what I got to say. So I'm getting tired of hearing about that kind of stuff on the news, even evil shootings, college shootings. Put a stop to that kind of stuff before you start picking on us. This is all we're doing is sharing a hobby, what we do. There's nothing adult content about it, X-rated, and it's meant for any age group. So that's my two cents. So sorry if I got carried away though, but this is a joke. So we'll talk to you guys. Have a great Thanksgiving. Have a great weekend. Safe out there. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for all the comments. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Till the next time, take care. Bye.